Welcome back. Dollar Bank Three Rivers Arts Festival is kicking off today. It's organized by the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust, and one of the headliners is singer KT Tunstall, who joins us here in studio now. I feel so lucky. You have just heard my life story in a commercial break, so I appreciate.
We have basically shared who we are in the last like 45 seconds. It's amazing.
Thank you so much for taking time to be here.
Of course.
You know, you have had such a wonderful career, and taking time out to be here to help with this concert. What is it like knowing that this festival has been put on for more than 60 years, providing free entertainment for people, to be part of that?
So I'm from Scotland. So one of the things that Scottish people love the most is free stuff. We love free stuff. But I think it's so important for the community feeling of a city to have a relationship with the people who look after the city. And this is such a gift. It's such an amazing thing to do. And I've seen it in a few cities across America, and it's such a fantastic community building exercise, and also brings people from outside the city into the city and showcases what you've got. And it looks amazing out there. Just
it's so
all
fun.
This art in all of these stalls. It's fantastic. And also giving local artists somewhere to show what they're doing.
Well, and that's the thing. I'm always amazed every time this comes around, how many artists we have around us creating beautiful things. And
you've got young people as well who are, you know, they've got something to look at and say, that's what I can head for. I can make enough work to go and do Three Rivers, you know? It's fantastic.
So we have a little bit of video from earlier today. This is when you were giving your sound check.
Were you filming me?
We were, yes. So take a look.
I had no idea.
And
I apologize. I don't know what I was saying or doing.
But this was you up on stage, and, you know, you said that when you're doing sound checks like this, you always have like this crowd that gathers.
Yeah, there's always like 5 to 10 people who, some of them will like come up to the railing, and so you finish your song and it's like, thank you, thank you, Pittsburgh. There was one guy at the railing today, and he goes, "Who is she?" I went, "Look it up online."
I get that all the time. Who is she anyway?
Who is she?
So let's talk about some of the milestones in your career.
Man, well, I suppose the first big one was going on this amazing TV, the power of television.
Right.
Was this TV show in the UK called Later with Jules Holland, which is the holy grail if you're a British musician, because they'll have old school, very well-known acts, plus brand new people, and plus people in between. And it's in a studio like this, and they go around and it's recorded live, and you do a song each. And I managed to get on that show because Naz the rapper pulled out. So obviously, go with the unknown Scottish chick. I was brand new. I'd never been on TV. My record wasn't out. And on that show was Anita Baker, Jackson Browne, and The Cure.
Wow.
And me.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my God, I've got to play in front of these people, you know? And thankfully, because it was a last-minute thing, I didn't have too much time to freak out about it, which I might have done. and what turned out was that people seeing me using my loop pedal. So I use this loop pedal where I hit my guitar and it sounds like a drum kit. I'll do backing vocals for my own songs. So I kind of sound like a one-woman band.
Yeah.
And a lot of people hadn't seen that. And it never occurred to me that that people seeing what I do would be just as impactful as people hearing the song. So then it all blew up. Then my song got on Devil Wears Prada.
That's right. Love that. Who doesn't love that
Meryl
movie?
Streep, Anne Hathaway. That kind of kicked everything off. And then it just started going wild. I mean, just recently in 2020, I think it was New Year 21, I played the ball drop in Times Square.
Wow.
In front of 1 billion people.
Just crazy, right?
Crazy.
Yeah,
it's really, and as the Beatles said, it's a ticket to ride. When you get those songs that everybody latches onto and everybody loves, you can just step off a plane anywhere and play, and people know. And you know, the dream is that people are singing the words back to you, and that's what's happening. So it's really an amazing ride.
Well, we're really lucky to have you here.
Thank you.
So you have a couple current projects that you're working on, and some things that you hope to release soon.
Yes, so I have recorded an album of original duets, which I feel like is such a cool thing to do, because I don't feel like, you know, apart from the rapper collab, which I haven't done yet, I might. But this is with an amazing older generation musician called Susie Quattro. She's a musician out of Detroit. People may know of her. She was really most popular in Europe. but she had a great single called Can the Can, which is my favorite song of hers. Devilgate Drive was another song. Out of Detroit, bass player, and she was the first ever female player,
Wow.
rock and roll player. And I met her 10 years ago, and she said, Katie Tunstall, we got to do something together.
And you said,
and I said,
absolutely.
we will. And then it took 10 years, and we finally, it was actually during lockdown, once it kind of eased up a bit, I would go down and visit her at her beautiful home in the UK, and we would just sit on the floor and write songs together.
Awesome.
So we found this new sound. So that's coming out this summer.
It's fantastic.
That's the Quattro Tunstall collaboration. And I've written my first stage musical as well. So that's,
Really?
yeah, so that's it was a Craig Ferguson movie from 2000 called Saving Grace. So that's coming out hopefully later this year.
You're a busy woman.
I'm
Thank you
keeping busy.
Yes, I love it. Thank you so much. And your show tonight is at 7:30.
Yes.
Don't miss it. KT Tunstall, thanks
See you
for
there.
taking time. And she'll be at the main stage too, so don't miss it. Coming up on Talk Pittsburgh, it is National Donut Day, and the Salvation Army joins us in the kitchen to decorate some sweet treats and share the history of the celebration. It's Friday, June 2nd. Thanks so much for joining us for Talk Pittsburgh. We'll be right back after the break.